Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This is kind of my favorite video series that I do. This is where I take a look at the monthly box prices and box availability on card markets. And yeah, so I just check how many of the boxes are there up for sale. Of course, that doesn't mean that's the whole supply, but those numbers going up or down is an indicator of people selling more, buying more, and then prices going up or down also gives us some feedback about how the future could develop, because we are able to look at both these numbers at the same time, supply and price, and then we can make up our minds if that set is hot or not. And well, we're just jumping in and we can see what's going on. So supply going down and price going up is normal. On the other hand, supply going up and price going down is normal. If we have outliers where both is going up or both is going down, that's an indication of something going on. And then also, in general, compared to the past, I mean, I started this in March 2022. So now we have quite a decent amount of price points, and we can see how that develops. I mean, in the summer last year, that was just stupid. 15,000 for an alpha box, of course, is not realistic. But all the other months, I think some of those prices were pretty realistic and boxes have really been sold for those prices. So, welcome to Raf did not change compared to last month. There's 4 boxes on the market. The price is 4,449, including shipping. That is pretty much in line with all the rest of the price points I took. And of course, there's not much movement. Then I continued with Arcane Rising First Edition. As you can see, there's more boxes on the market than ever. I believe, no, not ever, of course, but more than when I started this list. If I say more than ever, it's just those points of time, always at the beginning of the month, when I take these numbers, I always write them down manually and check if that's really boxes without damages, for instance. So the price is still at 1,807. That is the lowest price we've ever seen and the highest supply we've ever seen. Keep in mind, ever seen is only on this list, only on this graph. And then Crucible of War First Edition, well, 505 euros. That's the lowest price as well, and the supply has been going up to 40. Last time we've seen that high of, or a higher supply, was back here in May 2022. So almost 2 years ago, we've had that many boxes on the market. Then it went up, then it went down. Since that supply was the lowest and the price was the highest ever, it makes sense that the supply is going up and the prices are going down. But keep in mind, 40 boxes in total. That's like for the European markets. That's such a low amount. If some of those boxes get opened, they're gone forever. Nobody can put them on the market anymore. Now we are continuing with. I know it has not been the timely correct order, but yeah, now we're starting with Welcome to Wrath Unlimited, and 106 euros for that box, including shipping, is the price. That is lower than almost a year ago. No, it's not. Well, 105 was the price in May. So things really took off after Collectors Week, announcing of print runs. 64 was a total normal low box price until November 2022. So a little more than a year ago. And now it's at 106. Supply is at 178. This right here, there were a lot of people out of those boxes buying those just for speculating, not for opening, I guess. That supply dropped all the way down to 177. Now the supply is the same. The price back then was still 70 to 80. It's now 106. So that price is relatively high, but also keep in mind that's the first set. People really like that. You can drive that. I think you can open this for 106. You can open this even if you lose some money compared to the EV. Yeah, well, Arcane Rising Unlimited 118 on the market, highest we've seen since June 2022. This is kind of bouncing a little bit up and down, but the trend is going up. Supply is going up. Supply up compared to last month, 141. So this is not normal. Maybe there was an outlier here. Maybe one who sold the box for very cheap. But yeah, 141 is that price. So supply over 100, price over 140. That is just in line with what we've seen before. Also back here November, the last time we've seen normal or low prices. I think we're never gonna get back to here because I'm gonna buy every box for 100. Right, Crucible of War Unlimited. Yeah, that price looks kind of funky. It's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down. Now you pay 101, including shipping for one box. There's 125 on the market, so trend up to sideways since the beginning of the year. Yeah, that looks interesting. Also, same thing. The price level has been set higher to 100. Now I think we're kind of at the minimum price. And well, curious to see what happens with that supply. I am also going to open Unlimited this year. Again, every box that gets opened is off the market or can never be put on the market. Let's call it this way. So Monarch First Edition, as you can see, this looks very, very interesting. That price decline from where I started in like 2 years ago. 2 years ago I started this and the price has been 176. And then it dropped all the way down to 115 a year ago. And then it went up to 140-ish, 30-ish. And now look at that. Lowest price ever. Lowest price we've seen on this chart. 140 euros, including shipping. That is cheap. Let's call it that way. It's the first edition. Yes, after that latest Flukenbox interview with James White, we believe that there's so much printed after Crucible of War that there could be even more supply coming to the markets. Those speculators who have gotten their Monarch First Edition boxes during the Corona hype, thinking that box would go to 100, no, to 1,000. Yeah, it went all the way down to 100 now. So 228 on the market. That is more than 2 years ago when we started. That seems odd, but that's the way it is. It's nice to see how all that develops. Now the Unlimited Edition, that price is still going sideways. I don't know. Yeah, when Dusk Till Dawn was announced, the price went up to 69 because people thought now everybody needs those Shadow and Light cards, but there will be another Shadow and Light set. Maybe we will have another price jump, but the supply is still high. It's at 447 boxes. I mean, just look at it. Yes, it went down in the summer, but it really didn't affect the price too much, and we are at 61 now, which is on the low end of the average price we've ever seen. So if you want that, it's cheap now. Tales of Aria First Edition, yeah, supply slowly creeping up since the summer, but not by we didn't reach the supply numbers from 2 years ago. The price has been going down all the way from 100 when I started this. It was cooling off after that hype to 71 a year ago, and then now it's at 74. I think this has potential to go sideways for a long time, depending on what will be announced for the next sets. If somebody needs those elemental cards, those single prices could go up, and then the box prices should follow. But I believe, even though this is first edition, there's not too many collectors getting this for speculating and putting that away. It's just, as you can see, there's more coming to the market. should take a long time until that, or a special happening to make that go up. And then 60 euros, super cheap price, including shipping for a box. This is Tales of Aria Unlimited. As you know, the expected value is very, very low, so it kind of hurts opening this. If you're like thinking about how you're burning money, you're converting this sealed box, which is worth 55, and then you're converting this to single cards, which are worth, if I'm talking about worth, I'm just, you know, taking cardmarket low price. And you get like 35 out of it. Don't make too much sense unless you really have fun opening this. So the supply went up, the price is still at 60. I think this also should stay flat sideways for a long time. Now Everfest, on the other hand, since we definitely know there's no unlimited coming out, supply did not go up. The supply is at 247. That is about the same compared to last time. Also, I think the 70 last time in January and the 79 in September, those were two outliers, and I think the pretty stable price at 75 including shipping is a price we could continue to see. Single cards in Everfest, especially Majestics, have been going up in price. And yeah, there's not too much room for even higher prices. In other words, the supply is high enough for the price to stay at 70-ish, okay? It has been higher back here when the supply was higher. This is unusual. Now the supply is lower and the price is also lower. So yeah, if we have the same sentiment than back then, price could go to 80s. But unless something major changes, I personally don't see too much happening with Everfest. Uprising, yeah, supply is at 161. So that is pretty low. It is higher than the last months, but in general, 161 boxes, not too much. I would think that this should be out of print and there should not be too much at distributions anymore, since this came out in June in June, 1.5 years ago. 1.5, 2 years. I think that should be the point when supply is drying up, and I think nobody's printing that anymore. 75 bucks is kind of an average price, all-time average price. Supply is at 161. Slowly, I mean, the trend, to be honest, is going down. Now, Dynasty came out in November 11th. This is just, it's a little over a year old now. 14 months, and the supply is at 81. I had trouble getting some more. I did open some of my last boxes here on the live streams, and if we ever go back to trying to find Command & Conquers and the Emperor, which I don't have, and I also want the Fable because I collect them all. I'm one of those collectors who collect every Fable, every Legendary. I'm not talking about gold cold foils, but yeah, supply is super low. I mean, it has been at 58 in December. That was catastrophically low, and the price also has been at 80s. So this could happen again. It's just a matter of time. I think this one is drying out again, but it's all speculation, right? I'm only guesstimating. 310 is the supply of outsiders. These includes the different languages. So I should have written down only English boxes, but I'm too lazy to count those because the supply is not low enough for me to just point out the English boxes. So keep that in mind. 75 is the price. That is an average price of this product. There is still plenty on the market. The expected value went down quite a bit. I think it would take another assassin hype for those single prices and then the box prices to go up. Dustodon, yeah, the only box with an inverted or negative EV. So the cards inside, pretty much in my eyes, you can check it out on the videos I do. The cards inside are worth more than the box price. So if you pay 82, that should be in line with the cards inside. So it's totally worth opening it. It's a great experience. In my eyes, the greatest experience of all the boxes that ever came out. 195, that supply is the lowest we've seen so far. And it is even lower than the set before. And this is out of print officially. And it came out like in July 14th last year. I already had trouble finding a local game store having enough in stock or having decent prices. I'm not sure about distribution. I'm only an online single card seller. I cannot order from distribution. I have to go with LGSs or cardmarket. And some of those told me there's just no information or not anything common. So I don't know. This right here, Bright Lights, the most recent set, 76 for a box including shipping. The supply is at 371. This came out 4 months ago. And yeah, well, as you can see, not much going on there. The hype was short-lived. Mechanologist is not of interest for people now with heavy hitters coming out tomorrow. Yeah, I don't see any reason to buy those boxes. If you want single cards, you can get the single cards for cheaper. If you want something to put away because you think it's going to be scarce, it's not this box. Now that's it for today. Great to see some of those. It's not everything the same, but some sets, you know, behave the same, but some sets there is all-time highs, all-time lows, and it's pretty interesting to see how all that develops. And yeah, it's really fun looking at these numbers, especially visualized. Thanks for watching. I hope I'll get my products tomorrow. We'll open live. I'll open some for my shop, some cases. I'll open some cases for my Patreons. It's going to be fun. And yeah, really looking forward for heavy hitters. Thanks for watching. Have a good time until hopefully tomorrow. And then we will have some heavy hitters for 1 or 2 weeks. I'm just going to do openings, expected value videos, and we will see how that set really unfolds. Thanks. Bye.